What is up, my fellow patriots? Today I want to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart and hopefully to everybody's heart. But if you're watching this and you're a patriot, it's definitely to your heart. And that is free speech, which has been trying to take it over. That's in our First Amendment, number one. Second Amendment, have these bad boys, 1911 here, have these as the Second Amendment to protect your First Amendment and all other amendments. So without this, and without free speech, we have nothing. And I'm sure, as you know, the left-hand side of shit is trying to take everything over and take our guns away and stop our free speech. So I had one boy step up to the plate. I'm starting to like this guy. I knew I was starting to like him about a year ago.
For more on this, Alexis, what's the end game here for Elon Musk?
I think we're all trying to figure that out now, including the company's board. I mean, he said during that TED Talk yesterday, he believes that Twitter is this de facto town square. He said it is important to American civilization that we have free speech. And he made
And he's correct. You have to have free speech to have democracy. The lefty shitheads will tell you they need more censorship to have democracy. People like Nancy Pelosi and the what.
very clear that his motivation here is not profit, it's not money, it is democracy and freedom of speech. And he has said that he doesn't want them to police content anymore. If somebody says something that can be construed as hate speech, he doesn't want them banned from the site necessarily. He wants them to have what he's calling...
That's because there is no such thing as hate speech. There's only free speech and censorship. What side do you want to be on? Now, there is speech that can be hateful, but it's not hate speech.
A timeout. He says that taking the company private could help unlock its potential. And he says then they wouldn't have to answer to advertisers or to shareholders. So the company would have more freedom to protect freedom of speech in his eyes.
So what needs to happen to make this deal a reality, and how likely is it to happen?
I think it's really a long shot, and lots of experts seem to agree. You know, he is the wealthiest person in the world, worth more than $274 billion. So you would think it would be easy for him to buy this company, which he's valuing at $43 billion. But time and time...
But it's not. And there's only one reason why it's not, is because the lefty shitheads in charge of Twitter and the Biden administration, they don't care about money. They only care that they're the ones that gets to do the censoring. They get to decide what's allowed to be told or tweeted and what's not, what gets removed and what stays up. They don't care about money.
Time again, Musk has said he is cash poor, meaning he doesn't have a lot of cash on hand. A lot of his money is wrapped up in stock options, and so he wouldn't be able to access that money freely. So we'll have to see if the deal can happen at all. Yesterday, the Saudi prince, bin Talal, said that he's against the deal. He thinks that it would actually undervalue the company.
Wow, imagine a Saudi prince in that country where they throw gays off roofs and women aren't allowed to drive or they'll be stoned to death. Doesn't think that's a good deal. And first of all, Elon said he would give them $43 billion in cash, so he can get his hands on it.
I mean, he's one of the largest shareholders in Twitter.
All right, Alexis Christophers.
Yep, so when Elon bought the 9% in Twitter, I was like, oh, cool, maybe he can make a difference. He's going to be on the board and everything. And then when he said he's not going to be on the board, I was like, oh, damn, man, that was a big waste of time. And nope. No, the boy stepped up and said, I'm going to buy the whole damn thing. Yes. Awesome. But look at this. It is true, man. Look at the stock. It was trading under $30 a share right about here when Elon Musk bought in his 9%, and then it shot up to over 50, and now it's down to 45, right? This country is worth about $34 billion. Elon Musk is offering $43 billion, so $10 billion over its market valuation as of right now. Why? Look at this. This is from Elon Musk. Most of these top accounts tweet rarely and post very little content. Is Twitter dying? So you see these accounts, Barack Obama, 131 million followers, Justin Bieber, 114, who else is on here? Taylor Swift, 90 million, and Elon Musk is up there with 81 million. The difference is that most of these accounts don't post. They're just bots. They're just there. They have all these followers, but there's no engagement on them. So Twitter's dying. And why is it dying? Well, I could tell you one thing. It's because of this guy right here. This guy, he's 37 years old, and his name is Parag Argawal. I probably butchered that, but that's okay. And why is this, right? He is the CEO of Twitter at the moment and views on politics on online speech. In an interview in November 2020, when asked about freedom of speech, this dude said, and this is why he's not an American, not because he wasn't born in the country, he was born in India. He's not an American because of this statement. Our role is not to be bound by the First Amendment. Right there, you need to get out of the country, go back to India, you piece of shit. Get out. Because I bet you didn't say that on your citizenship test, now did you? Our role is not to be bound by the First Amendment, but our role is to serve a healthy public conversation and to focus less on thinking about free speech, but thinking about how the times have changed. No, bitch, ain't no times changed. You need to go, man. I think you should be deported. If it was up to me, you'd be gone, man. You have no American principles. Go away. And of course, what happens? The leftist meltdown all over the place. Even if he did it just for this is good. This is making my day, man. They're batshit crazy over there on the left. So what did he do? He launched it. I've heard 41 billion to 43 billion, but hostile takeover bid for Twitter. Tesla CEO offers $54.20 a share, and says if his offer is not accepted, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. Twitter has extraordinary potential, and I will unlock it. Now, a lot of people are saying because he tweeted the next Twitter board meeting will be lit, they're trying to say that's why he does the 54.20, the 420 part. Who knows? It's kind of funny, though. I like it. And then the memes are awesome, boys. Elon Musk, time to buy Twitter and make it a beacon of freedom speech. Oh, you shitty left heads. No, you can't buy Twitter and revamp its censorship regulations. My opinion should be the only acceptable point of view. That's how they feel on the left. Don't worry about how this guy is spending his money. Worry about how this guy is spending your money. Yeah, that's a better thing to worry about if you ask me. Elon Musk mocks Mark Zuckerberg, the Sun King, for his total power over Facebook, also WhatsApp, and also Instagram. And says if his $43 billion takeover of Twitter is approved, he would open up the app to the public to ensure free speech. Unlike this data-looking... You ever see Data on Star Trek? Tell me that doesn't look like Data from Star Trek. Like, there's no soul in those eyes, man. There's something wrong with that guy. Right? And then, of course, again, the Saudi Arabia prince posted, they don't think it's a good deal. And Elon Musk tweeted back, what are the kingdom's views on journalistic freedom of speech? Nice going there, Elon. Nice going. And then, look at this guy, whoever this guy is. It doesn't matter if Elon Musk buys Twitter. He's still a fucking douchebag. Twitter should tell Elon Musk to go fuck himself, then suspend his account. If Elon Musk successfully purchases Twitter, it could result in World War III and the destruction of the planet. He's such a lefty shithead. He believes free speech will destroy the entire planet. Oh, wow, man. Keep going, Elon. Please keep going on this, man. Also, what's going to happen to Elon now? Elon Musk's declaration of war against the globalist empire will unleash the establishment cancel machine. Yeah, it certainly is, man. Everybody's going to be out for this guy, including Biden's Department of Justice. I can guarantee you that. But anyway, why does Elon want to do this? Well, let's check him out what he says himself.
I think it's very important for there to be an inclusive arena for free speech where all...
Free speech, baby.
Twitter has become kind of the de facto town square. It's just really important that people have both the reality and the perception that they are able to speak freely within the bounds of the law. So one of the things that I believe Twitter should do is open source the algorithm.
See? Speak freely within the confines of the law and expose the algorithm. Yeah, ever notice on Facebook, or I don't know if you're on Twitter, or any of these platforms, you get banned and they won't even tell you why you're banned? Yeah, well, he wants to prevent all that. He wants to show you the algorithm. He wants you to be told exactly what you did, why you were banned, and how it violates the terms of service. How else are you going to not do it again? That's the whole point.
And make any changes to people's tweets, if they're emphasized or de-emphasized, that action should be made apparent so anyone can see that action has been taken. So there's no sort of behind-the-scenes manipulation, either algorithmically or manually.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's completely awesome. All right, Twitter is going to block a buy offer from the richest man in the world who would make their shareholders tons of money because Twitter is run by crybaby libs who are terrified at the ideas of transparency and free speech. That's where things are now. That is a 100% true story. And then what happened? Bam! Twitter board utilizes poison pill to stop Elon Musk from buying the company. So basically what that is, shareholder rights plan, also known as poison pills, are a takeover defense tool often used to avoid escalating a hostile or unsolicited offer by keeping an investor from accumulating a significant ownership stake. However, this plan is not absolute protection. While it does prevent a third party from quickly acquiring a controlling stake in a company, hostile bidders can still wage a public campaign to pressure the board to negotiate and complete the intended purchase. So basically what Elon is doing here is he's making this offer, which is 38% above what the company is valued at. And since it is a public company, the board of directors, their first duty is to their shareholders. So they're not gonna. If they don't take this deal, then they have to explain to their shareholders why they cost them money, and then a whole lot of other stuff can happen after that. So Elon is not. He already said he has a plan B. He didn't say what it was. I bet he also has a plan C, and a plan D, and a plan E. You don't get to be $270-something billion without having backup plans. But again, it is a declaration of war against the globalist empire. It will unleash the establishment cancel machine, but hey, man, you can't really cancel Elon Musk. I mean, you had a guy built a automobile, a Tesla company from the ground up. The guy can put rockets into outer space, for fuck's sake. I mean, damn. But you can guarantee that Biden's DOJ will be all over him because this is the Democrats and the lefty shitheads' worst nightmare. To have a platform such as Twitter, where about 20% of the world engage on it daily, that can't be censored and people get to speak freely. That is a danger to these, to their new world order, to everything that they got going. This is why the board of directors, and this guy over here, again, who says our role is not to be bound by the First Amendment. They want the control. They don't care about the money. You starting to get the picture? I hope so. Anyway, please like my videos, share my videos. The best thing you could possibly do is share my video out. Again, I'm brand new, still trying to gain some traction. So if you like my video, please leave me a comment. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.